I know you. It's going to be my catchphrase. I've always said that to my grandkids. And like I said, all this is going to be done for my grandkids and my kids, because once I'm gone, I'll give them a chance to still go back and have me give them advice if they need it. This is my garage. As I said, nothing all that special, and it's rather cluttered. Between me, the mice, the rats, and the snakes that all live in this goddamn thing, it is a little bit of a mess. I normally keep it straighter. This is the bike we just did the brakes switch on, bled the brake. And my next little project is going to be replacing the wires on this thing because they're broke here. I borrowed this shear from my father, and the wires were broken. I didn't notice it, and as I was cutting some tin, which I'll show you real quick, I had built a lean-to out there, and I had to cut the tin to size, which is this tin here. I had to cut it to size, and as I was cutting it, I noticed that the wires was broke. So I built that little lean-to and put a couple benches out there. It's a little sloppy right now because I'm messy and I live a life, so I don't always have time to clean up everything because I'm doing so much, as you'll see with all my projects from just these next few days. But I'm going to replace these wires here. So you'll need, to do it simple, it's going to be butt splices. I'm sure there's other terms, but I'm going to use butt splices. I'm going to cut the wires, I'm going to clean them, and I'm going to butt splice them together. And you can see where it's broken here too. So I'm going to cut it there, and then butt splice it together. And then I'm going to put heat shrink on it. And with a heat shrink gun, which I don't have out, but I'll get out, and then I'll have it all together. And it'll all be finished. And like I said, my garage is a little bit of a mess. It's not as big, which is what makes it a mess. And I can't even get my door open. There we go. But once I get it open, I'll get my heat gun out. It's in here somewhere, hopefully. There it is. Buried in the bottom. Of course, the last thing you need, or the first thing you need, is always going to be in the bottom of everything. So I'll grab it out. That way, once I put the heat shrink on, sheesh, what a mess. It's starting to piss me off. Then I'll use the heat gun and shrink it on, as you'll see. So it's going to be hard for me to set this up. I have better video camera we'll start using later when my wife's filming me more. She did it this time on the bike, but this one here, she's a little busy. I just finished installing a walk-in tub for her. Actually, Max Home did it for us. I'm doing the rest of the work, as you'll see. And she's in there enjoying the jacuzzi tub. So, first thing I'll do is here, once I get the camera situated. Oh, that didn't work out too good. I'm going to give y'all a head buzz. And I'll set it up where you can see what I'm doing. Because like I said, I have a filmer here. I got a lot of crap in the way. I know my videos are going to be long. Like I said, I can't edit them. I have no intentions of doing that. That's my wife does it. But I'll at least try to talk you through them. And teach you how to do some of this stuff yourself. So there we go. Camera set up. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my wire cutters. And you can use any of these. They're all wire cutters. I'm going to cut the wires. White wire is bad right here, so I'm going to cut it right where it's bad. The black wire, you might as well cut it in the same spot. And I'm going to go back to where it's bad. I'm going to go to these and I'm going to cut it. Get rid of the bad wire that's in there. back to my dad because I borrowed it at work and it broke because of that. So, first thing I'll do is I'll strip the wires here, and I don't have a lot of wire, of course, because I got to cut it there. So, I'm only going to strip a little bit. That's all you need, just a little bit. Do the same thing with this wire. Bit. Once those ends are stripped, then I'll butt splice them. That's these little pieces here that I showed you earlier. Put them in my crimper. This is a crimper. I like Klein tools, guys. And like I said, I've been an electrician my whole life, so I still use a lot of Klein. Once I get it on there, crimp it on, squeeze it so it squeezes onto the wire, and it didn't squeeze. I'll try it again. I had it on the plastic. So I'll pull a little bit more of that wire out of there. And I'm going to have to get another fitting. On there. Squeeze it on real tight. As tight as you can get that. Once you crimp it, it should stay, which it is. I gotta get another fitting because I broke that one. Which I have plenty. You can't just buy one of them anyhow. I stick the next one in there, and right at the end you can see it. And stick it on the black wire. Crimp it on as tight as we can get it. Squeeze it. And it should be crimped on. Pull it. Yep, and it's good. So now, both those are crimped on. I'm going to strip these wires. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and field strip it a little bit farther back. Give myself a little bit of room to play. Of course, don't cut yourself. My knife's pretty damn sharp. So, careful when you do any of that. And hopefully I won't cut myself in front of y'all. Once I get it field stripped back a little bit farther, then I'll put the heat shrink on, because once you put the heat shrink on, or you can't put the heat shrink on if you crimp it first, so you need to do that. So, this is my big heat shrink, which will go over my bigger wire. Put it over that. Actually, I only need a little piece, so I can trim these wires back a little bit more. Even them up some. Oh, I'm going to measure my piece. It's going to be from there to there. It should be about that long. You can use the whole thing if you want, of course. And I'm a tightwad, so I might need this little piece later. So I'll put that on there. You slip that over the wire, just like that. And it's ready to be heat shrinked on. Now next step is we want to go ahead and strip these, get them ready to be crimped on. And then, because we want to do the same thing, so I'm going to heat shrink those two. So you got a little heat shrink, which is right here. I'm just going to measure a little piece, which will go onto it. And heat shrink around it. I'm looking for a little bit different, but don't look like I have it. A little bit bigger maybe. Doesn't look like I have it. Fit over the butt slices. So to tell you the truth, you won't even need that. Ain't gonna do you any good anyhow. So that piece of heat shrinks on. And make sure you get the right wires right. Black one was a little bit longer. So we'll crimp the black one on. Get inside the fitting. Grip it down real tight. So it doesn't pull. We'll put the white one in. Do the same thing. Basically all I'm doing is showing you how to fix any kind of electrical. You can do this in your house, electric, anything. Auto, car. And that one's tight. Now both pieces are crimped on there. The wires don't pull apart. Now you take your heat shrink, you run it up over it. You want to go over the blue pieces right here. I know it's hard to see. Like I said, I don't have a cameraman. My wife gave up on me. She's in there soaking in the jacuzzi. Hopefully maybe I'll get to later too. You want to slide the heat shrink up over this little fitting the best you can. Get it in there as tight as possible. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. Make a little slice. Give me a little room to play. Slide that on there some. Now I don't want to slide on there. And I'm getting tired. There. Slide it up on there. As tight as you can get it. There we go. Just fit it onto there. Pretty tight, as you can see. Going onto my wires. Everything's sealed up. My heat gun is plugged in. And of course you can use electrical tape and all that good stuff. But I'm going to use the heat gun. You won't be able to hear me. But as you see, the heat shrink will melt or form right around it. It'll make a good fitting. You could use a blow dryer for a heat gun too. Like I said, you can use electrical tape. But once that's on, and all you gotta do is plug it in and make sure you got it connected and that your wires didn't break while you're doing it, being this is old, and it works. And everything looks solid. You can put tape around it, like I said, but the heat shrink gives around it completely tight, so almost looks like it's built that way. And pretty much, guys, that's all you got. And that's an easy fix for any kind of electrical appliance where you get something that's bad. Electrical wires when you're starting to connect things in your house or anywhere else. And just keep messing with it and replace the, you can either replace this stuff completely, which I've found a lot easier a lot of times, buy it and replace it, or if you gotta fix it because it's not yours, like this, then you go ahead and it almost looks like a factory connection. And that's all she wrote, guys. And it's just replacing the, whether it's replacing the plug or replacing the fitting or however you want to do it. You just get a bad wire and you want to fix it. That's an easy way to do it. And I'm out.